HBO have released the first on-set images of little Dominic McLaughlin as Harry Potter in their live-action Harry Potter series, coming in 2027, it looks like. And I mean, credit to them. I mean, he looks pretty much exactly like Rachel Maddow. And I think, kudos to the makeup department. Actually, this is why I wanted to talk about this, because everybody knows at this point that it's basically a miracle that the original young cast of Harry Potter, the three leads, are as well adjusted as they are today. Basically a miracle. So why roll the dice again? When you make a live action Harry Potter series, you are subjecting not only yourself, but these kids to a mountain of criticism. One, the landscape is so much more toxic than it was even back in the early to mid 2000s. But more to the point, not only are you living up to a beloved book series, you're living up to a beloved film series and a movie series that a lot of people have criticisms of, things like this. But the thing that everyone agrees on, and really the most important thing, I think, is that the cast is note perfect. No notes. Even people that criticize the Chris Columbus movie are just like, okay, well, we gotta hand it to him because this guy got it right basically across the board. The only recast that they did was when Dumbledore, Richard Harris, died. He was the only recast. I mean, this was a monumental achievement in directing. I do not have the same faith in anyone on the higher ups at HBO. Now, what a lot of people say in defending the remake series as a whole is that it will allow them to be more faithful to the books, because a lot had to change in the movies and some things changed that didn't have to change. But the thing is, of course, if the people that made this show had any creative bones in their body, or truly cared about the material or about these young actors, make it into an animated series. I would love to see that. Think of Harry Potter in a Spider-Verse style series, for instance. One, it would be a fresh perspective on the story. You would not be repeating yourself. Two, you would have the opportunity to have complete fidelity to the source material, because animation, you control every frame. Everything is under your control. Therefore, you can have complete fidelity. Three, and most importantly, you don't subject kids to online hate and, frankly, make them the avatars of your failure. Because the people that are criticizing this photo, including me, I mea culpa. I made the Rachel Maddow joke at the top. Actually, he looks a little bit more like Rachel Dratch when she did Harry Potter on SNL, but that's beside the point. And what I'm trying to say is the people criticizing this image are criticizing the filmmakers. Now, a lot of them are still being like mean directly to this kid, but the thing that sparks their ire is the creative bankruptcy of the people who are putting this together, subjecting kids to live up to the mental image that, one, they've built up in their minds from the books, and two, has been cemented in their minds by pretty dang good performances from child actors over 8 films. That's incredible. And lightning is not about to strike twice. And honestly, I think that the only glimmer of hope I have is that this, like every other remake that has come into existence, that in a couple of years, it won't exist and no one will care. The last best hope for little Dominic McLaughlin as Harry Potter is that the show he's in is bleh, because it ain't gonna be good. All right, that's my rant. Let me know if you agree, if you disagree, and if there's anything else that's really bugging you about this series, or if you have hope. Please, if you have a message of hope, share it with us. God bless. Oh, and like and subscribe and notify. Do all the things you know you're supposed to do.